What surprises a lot of companies is that most audit failures don't happen because of sophisticated technical issues. They usually happen because of gaps in basic security practices or the inability to demonstrate that those practices are consistently operating. One of the most common failure points is access control and identity management. Organizations often struggle to show that access to systems and data is tightly controlled. That means things like enforcing multi-factor authentication, ensuring users have only the permissions they actually need, and regularly reviewing accounts. Over time, employees change roles, contractors come and go, and accounts accumulate permissions that were never removed. Another very common issue is audit logging and monitoring. Security frameworks expect organizations to collect logs, retain them appropriately, and review them for suspicious activity. Many companies have logging turned on, but they're not consistently reviewing those logs or documenting that monitoring is happening. When an assessor asks for evidence, the organization may struggle to demonstrate an established process. A third major failure point is configuration management. Organizations must show that systems are configured securely and that changes are tracked and controlled. In practice, many companies lack a clear process for managing system baselines, documenting changes, or verifying that systems remain in a secure configuration over time. Another common issue is incident response readiness. Most companies have an incident response policy written down, but they haven't tested it. Assessors often ask questions like, when was the last time you conducted an incident response exercise? Who participates? How would you report a cyber incident tied to a defense contract? Without practice and documentation, companies have difficulty demonstrating readiness. There are also frequent problems around asset inventory and data scoping. Organizations sometimes struggle to clearly identify which systems store or process controlled information. If you can't define the boundary of where sensitive information lives, it becomes very difficult to demonstrate that those systems are properly protected. All of these areas tie back to the requirements in NIST SP 800-171, which form the foundation for Level 2 certification under the CMMC framework. The key thing assessors are looking for isn't perfection. It's consistent implementation and evidence. They want to see that security controls exist, that they are being followed, and that the organization can demonstrate that through documentation and operational records. So most audit failures really come down to a simple issue. Companies have some security measures in place, but they haven't built the processes and documentation needed to provide those controls are working consistently.